We think of the great white as the ultimate ocean predator, a perfect killing machine. But what if I told you the real king of the seas was a shark up to 3 times bigger, with a bite that could crush a car? What if that monster, which disappeared 3.6 million years ago, suddenly reappeared? Everything you think you know about the top of the food chain is about to change. Today, we're unleashing the Megalodon to see what would happen. First off, let's get one thing straight. Forget the creature from the movies. The real Megalodon, or Otodus megalodon, is far more terrifying. The latest science says this shark reached a maximum length of around 65 feet. That's longer than a bowling alley. You could line up 3 great whites, nose to tail, and they still might not match the length of a single massive megalodon. And this thing wasn't just long, it was heavy. We're talking well over 60 tons, the weight of about 30 great white sharks combined. This wasn't some sleek hunter. This was a bulky, bone-crushing brute. Its jaws were wide enough to swallow 2 adults standing side by side, lined with rows of serrated teeth as long as your hand. And that bite, oh that bite. Scientists estimate its bite force was one of the most powerful in the history of life on Earth, generating over 180,000 newtons of force. To put that in perspective, that's more than 6 times the force of a T-Rex's bite and could puncture a whale's chest cavity to destroy its heart and lungs. The Megalodon didn't just bite its prey, it obliterated it. This wasn't just an apex predator, it was something else entirely. Okay, so picture this. A megalodon materializes in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. What happens first? In a word, chaos. Apex predators are crucial for a healthy ocean. They keep other populations in check. But reintroducing a super predator like Megalodon would throw the entire system into a tailspin. The current kings of the sea, like great whites and orcas, would be instantly demoted. They'd now be competition for food, and in some cases, they'd be the food. Megalodon's favorite meals were big, blubbery marine mammals. Back in its day, that meant prehistoric whales. Today, the menu is still there. Humpbacks, greys, and even the young of blue whales would be prime targets. But what about the ultimate matchup? A full-grown megalodon versus an adult blue whale. While a blue whale is longer and heavier, the megalodon's brutal hunting style would give it a terrifying edge. It wasn't a nibbler. Fossil evidence shows it was an ambush predator that attacked with overwhelming force, ramming its prey from below and using that horrifying bite to snap fins and crush rib cages. While a healthy blue whale might survive the first attack, it would be wounded, bleeding, and an easy meal for a shark this relentless. Its return would trigger a domino effect. The very evolution of modern giants like the blue whale may have only been possible because the megalodon went extinct, freeing them from this incredible predatory pressure. With Megalodon back, the age of giant whales could come to a swift and violent end. This incredible disruption is just the beginning. The food chain is in free fall, and the giants of our oceans are on the run. If you're fascinated by the sheer power of prehistoric life, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting to the part where this monster meets humanity. Here's the really scary part. The Megalodon wasn't a deep-sea creature lurking in the abyss. There's not enough food down there to sustain a hunter of this size. Fossil evidence is clear. Megalodon was a coastal shark. It loved the warm, shallow waters of the tropics, exactly where we fish, ship, and swim. Its ancient nursery grounds, where the young sharks grew up, have been found off the coasts of modern-day Florida, Maryland, and Panama. The consequences would be immediate. Major shipping lanes would suddenly become hunting grounds. A creature that evolved to hunt 50-foot whales wouldn't see a container ship as a threat. It would see it as a curiosity or, worse, competition. We have fossil evidence of its bite marks on ancient whale bones. We'd soon be finding them scraped into the hulls of our ships. The global fishing industry would be devastated, as these sharks would quickly learn to trail fishing boats and steal their catches. And then there's the beach. Popular tourist spots in the Caribbean, Australia, and the Pacific would now be in the heart of Megalodon territory. Those shark nets? Useless. A creature that could bite through the ribcage of a whale would tear through them without a second thought. The very idea of going for a swim would be changed forever. The phrase shark-infested waters would take on a terrifying new meaning. This wouldn't just be Jaws. It would be Jaws on a scale we can barely imagine. So how would we react? At first, it would be the scientific discovery of a lifetime, but that wonder would quickly turn to fear, and then to a military response. Navies around the world would be tasked with tracking and likely trying to kill these animals to protect coastlines and trade routes. It would be a global crisis, a war against a ghost we thought was long dead. But here's the twist. Even as humanity fights back, the resurrected Megalodon would be fighting its own losing battle. The world it left 3.6 million years ago is gone. The very things that drove it to extinction would make its survival today almost impossible. First, food. While it would cause chaos at first, the number of large whales today is just a fraction of what existed in its prime. Megalodon was an eating machine, needing to consume over a ton of food every single day just to stay alive. Our modern oceans, already strained from overfishing, simply couldn't support a healthy population of these giants. Second, the climate is all wrong. Megalodon disappeared when the planet entered a cooling period. Sea levels dropped, and the warm, shallow nurseries it relied on vanished. While scientists believe it was partially warm-blooded, allowing it to handle some temperature changes, it wasn't built for the colder oceans of today. It would be trapped in an ever-shrinking band of warm water near the equator, unable to follow its prey into the richer polar regions. Finally, even if a small group came back, they'd face genetic oblivion. Without a large, diverse population, they couldn't reproduce effectively. This ghost from the past would find our modern world just as deadly to it as it would be to us. Its reign would be terrifying, world-altering, but short. The king would return, only to find its kingdom had vanished. The story of the Megalodon is a powerful lesson in just how fragile the balance of our planet is. Its extinction wasn't just the end of one species. It was a critical moment that reshaped the oceans and allowed the world we know today to emerge. Bringing it back would be like dropping a bomb into the intricate clockwork of nature. The fact that this monster is gone is a huge reason why the blue whale can even exist. Its absence shaped the oceans we recognize. The legend of the Megalodon is a stark reminder of how interconnected life is and why protecting the apex predators we have left, the sharks, the polar bears, the orcas, is so critical. The Megalodon is extinct, and it's staying that way. Honestly, that's probably for the best. But it does leave us with a fascinating question. If we could bring it back, do you think we could find a way to coexist? Or would we just hunt it back into extinction all over again? Let me know what you think in the comments.